Hello guys, in this video I want to show you a very useful tool called Laritor to monitor your Laravel application from all possible angles. So when the homepage says connects everything that happens in your Laravel application, it's pretty much everything. Look at the menu items on the left. I've been trying Laritor for a few weeks now, and I can show you real numbers, charts, and entries what Laritor can do. So if you're currently using something like Laravel Nightwatch or similar service, Laritor is another alternative and a pretty strong one. And disclaimer, this video is sponsored by Laritor, but I've been following the journey of the product and its author, Srinath. I hope I pronounced it correctly, so here's him on Twitter. And this is a fascinating story of a person genuinely going deeper with the product, trying to deliver a very useful thing for the community. So let me show you what's inside and how you can use Laritor and what are its advantages over something like Laravel Nightwatch. So first, to install Laritor, you need to sign up on their website. This is the documentation, and then you follow the installation guide, which looks like this. It's pretty similar to Laravel Nightwatch and other similar services. You install a package, you get your API keys, and then you put Laritor sync after deployment, and also optionally you can send more metrics, which I did in my case. And I've tested it on my website aicodingdaily.com, which gets like a few hundred visitors per day, and these are the numbers. You saw that in the beginning of this video. So in addition to the default dashboard of requests and sessions and most active users, which is important because it integrates with your, well, Laravel everything, user models, sessions, and stuff like that. Then we can scroll down and see more metrics on the dashboard, like total jobs, requests, cache events, queries, and average query duration. And you, for example, may take a look and see some weird peak here. In yesterday's evening, there were 975 database queries for some reason, and you may start investigating. Then let's briefly go through the menu items. So issues with 404s here. Also interesting thing here is bot requests. So those are tracked as well. So I realized how many bots are attacking the websites at the moment. So there's Feedly, OpenAI. Feedly is still alive with 3 subscribers. That's cool. Then NetNewsWire and others. So I felt important with my small website with this one. Then routes. What routes are the most popular and the average duration and P95. And you can of course filter by days or hours in this case. Requests is a bit different from routes. In a way similar thing, but with statuses and with charts visually, and also you can see 404s here, and again trying to hack in a way. So looking at those lists and charts, this is another proof how many automations we have these days, bots and crawlers and malicious things on our website. Then there are sessions, for example, and I can click on any session and see what that bot actually was going for. So it got only to 1 page, but maybe others, non-bot users, would go for more. So I can open my own session where I was browsing through benchmarking, and this is how you get those results. Then there are artisan commands, which some of them are in the scheduler, or actually in this case all of them are in the scheduler, and you can see again how much does it schedule tasks. This is almost the same thing, and also status healthy or not healthy, and if there are failures here as well. Jobs. So I'm using another system called Simple Stats, which we'll probably demonstrate in another video on this channel. So jobs from that one, and processed, let's see, those are the details about specific jobs, and also job insights. This is interesting. Insights about specific job and duration and average wait time and stuff like that. Exceptions. Pretty recently I got one exception with unique slug, I remember. So Laritor is also an exception tracker. Then database queries. This is a typical thing for such tracking systems. So yeah, the data is here. What else? For example, logs. You can view the logs from your Laravel log also here. So all of that from just installing Laritor and enabling that. So I didn't actually enable manually anything. And this is kind of the point and advantage here. Almost zero config system with a lot of data based on your Laravel application. And a few things kind of cherry on top. So for example, you can have DB schema here. You can have your health check. and those are inactive at the moment, but I can activate it with additional configuration. There are feature flags which I don't have in my project. You can add custom events and alerts, for example, alert on exceptions. So yeah, a lot of things. In addition, you get emails like this for exceptions, so it's exception tracker again with more details. And also yesterday I released this email which I didn't even know I would get, the period and weekly performance snapshot, which looks like this. Interesting PDF that you can present during your meeting to your colleagues, for example. In addition to that, there are quite a few customization options. So here in the documentation, you can have environment variables with enable or disable something, or for example, max events per occurrence. Also, you can filter stuff. So what events to log or not to log. There are a lot of available overrides, like ignore specific requests like these ones. Also for personal data or sensitive data, there's redacting. So you can register redactor, which would hide or redact email addresses, IP addresses, and other user details like this. Or you can go the opposite direction and add additional information for authenticated user, like user ID something specific. This is also possible. And now let's check the pricing page and compare to something like Nightwatch. So here's pricing, free trial, 300K events, which may be a lot or not a lot depending on your project. And then the price may look similar to Nightwatch, $20 per month for 20 million events and then extra per events. But what is an event? For all those things that I've shown you in this video, how many events did I get? So this is my billing page, and currently I'm on free plan, but the author assigned me 1 million events. But during this period, I received that many events per day or per month, and this is probably the main number, projected end of month event usage. So I would run out of free trial on this case. It's not 300,000, it's more, but the usage is pretty stable. And then I would pay $20 for this month, which again contains 20 million events. So I would totally not jump over $20 per month. And we can actually compare that pricing to Nightwatch. So Laritor creator smartly added a separate page comparison against Nightwatch. And of course he is biased, and of course he will say everything that it's best Laravel Nightwatch alternative, and Laritor gives you more. So it's a bit too salesy in my opinion, and of course in head-to-head capabilities he will emphasize what Laritor has, what Nightwatch doesn't have. But also there are things the other way around. So for example, deployment tracking is supported by Nightwatch and not supported by Laritor. So it's pretty fair. But in terms of pricing, there's the calculator. But in general, let me zoom that in a bit. Nightwatch for $20 per month gives 7.5 million events at the time of shooting this video, and Laritor gives more for the same $20 per month. And then there's calculator at the bottom, which with default values like 500K requests per month, and these numbers are pre-filled, and it shows, of course, again, very good move from marketing and sales point of view. It feels like Laritor is cheaper than Nightwatch, but this comes if you are over $20 plan on Nightwatch. And the final note about Laritor is changelog and about page, and I do want to emphasize, I like the stories of the builders, and by using Laritor you will support a builder who is really passionate about what he does. So this is the changelog with new things appearing in August and in July, so pretty active. But also in about section, the story behind why Laritor exists, and it started way back in 24, so it's not vibe coded, it's not a one-shot thing. It has been around for, well, a few years now, and it started even before Laravel Nightwatch, the idea, the initial commit, but the release was a year after, and the first paying customer was a few months even later. And now it feels like Laritor is ready for expansion, and you may participate in that. So go to Laritor.com. As you saw, free trial for 300K events is available, and try it for yourself on some small project. I was personally pretty impressed. Again, this video is sponsored by Laritor, but I'm genuinely impressed. I'm trying to be unbiased reviewer on this channel, but in this case, I don't have anything bad to say, to be honest. It just works. What do you guys think about such tools in general? What are you using? Are you using Nightwatch, other competitors? And what do you think about the future and potential of Laritor? Let's discuss in the comments below. That's it for this time, and see you guys in other videos.